Deped Radio. Deped Radio. Deped Radio. Deped Radio. Deped Radio. Deped Radio's always here for you to give you lessons on air for vital information and quality education wherever you are, whatever you do. This is Deped Radio Lesson on Air. Deped Radio Lesson on Air. Deped Radio, made possible by Deped Radio Philippines. Member KBP, kapisanan ng mga broadcaster ng Pilipinas, and Department of Education. Sulong Edukalidad.
In pursuit of continuous quality education,
living up to DepEd's mandate of no student should be left behind.
From the home of Sarongbangi,
The land of Oragons, this is Santo Domingo National High School, School on Air.
School on Air.
A blessed day, our dear grade 9 students. It's nice to be back here over the radio to be with you virtually. You are now listening to our first episode of our School on Air program for Science 9 with your radio teacher, Ma'am Weng Balute. I am glad you are always enthusiastic to learn despite of your longing for face-to-face classes. Meanwhile, look for a place with a clear reception and far from noise so that you can hear me loud and clear. At this point, get your learning activity sheet or LAS in Science 9, Quarter 3, Week 1, a pen and a sheet of paper. I repeat, you must have with you the LAS for Quarter 3, Week 1. Before we start, kindly check the title of the LAS you are holding. It must be Types of Volcanoes and Volcanic Eruption. I repeat, its title should be Types of Volcanoes and Volcanic Eruption. Check also whether your LAS has complete pages. It should contain 4 pages, which includes the study concept, the analysis, evaluation, and creating parts. May I remind you also to read thoroughly and listen carefully as I discuss the concepts. Follow instructions in the activities and honestly answer the given questions. Our episode for today will widen your knowledge on one of the wonders of nature. It will also unlock the big questions that may come into your mind whenever you see our pride, the Mayon volcano. Have you ever wondered why Mayon volcano has almost a perfect cone shape? Or why Mayon volcano and Taal volcano are very much different? Yes, Taal and Mayon are both volcanoes, but they look very different. Mayon volcano has a steeper slope compared to the Taal volcano. Where can we account this difference? Well, let us find it out in today's episode. A volcano is an opening or a vent through which molten rock and gas escape from a magma chamber on the Earth's surface. Volcanoes differ in many features such as height, shape, and slope steepness. Some volcanoes are tall cones, and others are just opening in the ground. Thus, volcanoes are classified into 3 types. The first type of volcano is shield cone volcano. Its name is taken from its shape, a huge shield laid on its side. Shield volcanoes do not have the steep mountainous sides. They have a very wide base and are much flatter on the top than other types of volcanoes. Although they are not steep, they may be very large. A shield volcano is built by layers of more fluid lava that spreads out over broad areas. Shield volcanoes are more common at spreading centers or volcanic hotspots in the middle of tectonic plates. The magma that creates shield volcanoes is less viscous, so it flows very easily. For this reason, the eruptions of shield volcanoes are non-explosive. In addition, the less viscous lava spreads out more, which makes shield volcanoes much larger and flatter. Although shield volcanoes are built by many layers over time, the composition of the layers do not alternate between ash and lava. The second type of volcano is stratovolcano, also known as a composite volcano. These volcanoes have broad bases and sides that get steeper and steeper as they get closer to the top. They frequently have a large crater at the top created during its last eruption. Composite volcanoes are also called stratovolcanoes because of the alternating layers or strata of which they are made. The magma that creates stratovolcanoes tends to be more viscous or thick. Viscous lava creates greater pressure, which in turn tends to create explosive eruptions. In addition, the viscous lava cannot travel far down the sides of the volcano before it solidifies. This viscous lava thus creates steep sides on stratovolcanoes. When stratovolcano erupts, it ejects a great deal of pyroclastic material into the air, which then settles back down on the earth. After an initial explosion, lava then flows from the volcano, creating a second layer of material. As these layers solidify, they create alternating levels or strata of material. Ash from the volcanic eruption is also present between the lava layers along the edge of the volcano. Composite volcanoes are common along the Pacific Ring of Fire and other major tectonic plate boundaries, where the presence of water in the magma chamber creates explosive eruptions. Our very own Bayon volcano belongs to this type, a composite or stratovolcano. The third type of volcano is the cinder cone volcano. It is the most common and also the smallest type of volcano. The cinder cone resembles a composite volcano, but on much smaller scale. They rarely reach even 300 meters in height, but have even steeper sides than a composite volcano. They usually have a crater at the summit. Cinder cones are composed of small fragments of rock called cinders piled on top of one another. These volcanoes usually do not produce streams of lava. Rapid growth and single eruption cycle are characteristics of cinder cones. For this reason, cinder cones do not reach the sizes of stratovolcanoes or shield volcanoes. The exact composition of a cinder cone depends on the composition of the lava ejected from the earth. Perhaps you have already understand why volcanoes have different shapes. Again, keep in mind that the shape of volcano depends on the kind of pyroclastic materials it ejects during eruption. Therefore, eruption is a vital aspect of the volcano's magnificent conical shape. There are 8 types of volcanic eruption. These are phreatic or hydrothermal, phreato-magmatic eruption, strombolian, volcanian, plinian, Icelandic or fissure eruption, Pelean, and Hawaiian eruption. At this point, let us take a look at the characteristics of each type of eruption. So we have the first one, the phreatic or hydrothermal eruption. It is a steam-driven eruption as the hot rocks come in contact with water. It is a short-lived, characterized by ash columns but may be an onset of a larger eruption. The next is phreato-magmatic eruption. It is a violent eruption due to the contact between water and magma. As a result, a large column of very fine ash and high speed and sideway emission of pyroclastic called base surge are observed. Then we have the strombolian eruption. It is a periodic weak to violent eruption characterized by fountain lava. Then we have the volcanic eruption. It is characterized by tall eruption columns that reach up to 20 km high with pyroclastic flow and ashfall tephra. Then the plinian eruption. It is excessively explosive type of eruption of gas and pyroclastic, just like our Pinatubo volcano in Zambales. Then we have also the Icelandic or fissure eruption. It is the eruption that takes place along fissures or long cracks rather than the central vent. Then we have Pelean eruptions. This results from the collapse of an andesitic or rhyolitic lava dome with or without a directed blast to produce glowing avalanches as a type of pyroclastic flow known as a block and ash flow. Lastly, the Hawaiian eruptions. It ejects low viscosity basaltic magma. It is considered non-explosive eruptions and very little pyroclastic material is produced. At this juncture, let me check your understanding on the topic discussed. Get a piece of paper and a pen and try to answer the following questions. Okay, here is the first question. What are the different types of volcano? Again, what are the different types of volcano? I am giving you 30 seconds to answer. Time is up. The correct answers are shield cone volcano, or you can have it shield volcano only. Then we have cinder cone volcano and composite or stratovolcano. Did you get it right? You are amazing. For the second question, what type of volcano is Mayon volcano? I repeat, what type of volcano is Mayon? Another 30 seconds will be given to you to have your answers. Are you done? So, what is your answer? You are right. Mayon volcano is a composite or stratovolcano. For our third question, what type of volcano is characterized by a very broad shape with a gentle slope? I repeat, the type of volcano that has a broad shape with a gentle slope. Again, you have 30 seconds to answer it. Time is up. The answer is shield volcano. Did you got the correct answer? Wonderful. For our last question, what type of volcanic eruption is due to the contact between water and magma? I repeat, the type of volcanic eruption due to the contact of water and magma. Your time starts now. Please stop answering now. Time is up. The correct answer is phreatomagmatic eruption. Did you get the same answer? Very good. You are so witty. Perhaps you've got it perfect. Keep up the good work. Kindly take a picture of your answers and send it to our GC. I will be giving you only 5 minutes after this episode to upload your answers. May I remind you also of our schedule for modules retrieval and distribution tomorrow. For your performance output, may I remind you to pass a video taken during the performance of the activity entitled Simulating Volcanic Eruption in our GC, or take pictures showing your actual performance and attach it in your answer sheet. We are about to end our episode for today. I hope you had a great time and productive time with me. I'm looking forward that you will find time again for our next episode. Keep tuning in to our School on Air programs here at Kiss 108 FM for more enlightening discussions. Keep safe, always follow health protocols, and together, let us heal our land. Again, this is Ma'am Weng Balute, your teacher broadcaster for Science 9, leaving you with this quote from Brian Herbert. The capacity to learn is a gift. The ability to learn is a skill. The willingness to learn is a choice. Therefore, congratulations for being with me today. You had the best choice. Goodbye.